raised on television to believe that one day we'd all be millionaires and movie gods and rock stars. But we won't. So we learn that fact. Very, very patient.
Hey everybody, get ready, cause it's mature adult time. Mature adult time, yeah.
Talking. Oh yeah, I can tell you now about my shit.
What shit?
So my cat Maceo is like I think that he thinks that he's married to me or something, that we're partners, because he likes to sleep with me and like hugs me and like snuggles with me all the time.
Yeah.
And so the premise of is like someone comes home and like goes in the bedroom and like I'm there sleeping with a cat like, all snuggly, and he's like maybe thinks that like there's another guy in the bed, and he's like, oh, it's the cat, and he's like, dude, I know it's just a cat, but it's creepy, you know? Like,
yeah.
I think that this cat is in love with you. And then I'm like, are you joking? It's a fucking cat. Like, give me a break. We're taking a nap. And then I go back to sleep. And then in my dream, it goes to my dream. And it's a man that, like, has a body like Billy.
Okay, yeah,
but with
yeah.
a giant cartoon kind of like cat head on, just fucking
nice
the
body.
shit out of me. You know? Just like in every position. Just like I'm having a sex dream, a complete sex dream with a
God.
cat.
There was two things about that. One, I just listened to this podcast on, I think it was Radio Lab, or maybe a different one. I can't remember exactly. But it's like the guys that produce Radio Lab about people who are like about domesticated animals in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was about a girl who was jealous of her girlfriend's cat because she had the cat for like had the cat before they got together.
This is great shit. Are you recording it?
Mm-hmm. Got the cat before they got together.
Uh-huh.
Like she said that she would wake up and her girlfriend would be talking like, oh, I love you. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're so pretty. And she'd like open her eyes and she's like talking to the cat.
Yeah.
So like people are jealous of weird shit like that. I also once broke up with the girl because she didn't want Dolce to sleep in the bed.
Wow.
Like, after we'd been dating
Wow,
like 3
that
months.
is-
Yeah, she's like,
That's
oh,
a power play, dog.
she's like, I really don't think that the dog should sleep in the bed anymore. Like I don't think like it's just bad. I'm like, well, it's where she sleeps. Had her for, like, at this point, I had her for like 7 years. It's like this.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not changing that.
No, I get that. I had a boyfriend once that was jealous of my dog.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you my dog? He's a dog.
Yeah.
Shadow. He's the love of my life. Yes, I've said a million times if he was human, I would marry him. But why are you jealous of him?
Yeah. It's a dog.
He's a dog.
That is crazy.
I don't know. I love that dog so much. Babies. Dolce.
Oh, if we do take that place, she's gonna become a registered service animal. Because he's like,
Yes.
because I asked if they allowed dogs, because it didn't say in the ad, and he's like, no, we don't. He's like, there's a couple other that are in the building, and apparently there's some sort of California law or Los Angeles County law where they if they're a service animal, that landlords can't really discriminate against them.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked up, it costs like $80.
Yeah.
Boom, $80 service animal done.
And then you can take it anywhere. You can take it inside any bar, any restaurant.
I mean, I don't need to go that crazy with it.
You don't, but people do.
I know. I've seen people I see people walking around. I go to Target a lot because it's by my work.
Love
Go hit
Target.
up their grocery store, and I'll
Target,
see people
yes.
fucking walking around with like tiny little dogs in their hands. It's just weird.
It's crazy.
Like I love Dolce, and I'll bring her to the bar sometimes to hang out, but I'm not like I don't take her with me everywhere, and I'm not bringing her every day.
Right. Yeah. I think I'm going to get a service animal. I'm thinking Wolverine.
Wolverines
Wolverines-
are fucking cool.
They will fuck things up.
Yeah,
Like,
I
they
need
would,
that.
Anything.
I
yeah.
need something to keep me busy, you know,
Yeah.
just to keep cleaning. That's fine.
Yeah, those things are crazy. They're vicious, like badgers.
Yeah,
Their
badgers.
long ass
man.
fucking claws. Don't want to run into those.
We sure don't, dude.
Dude, I'd fuck a badger up. I know they have
With
long
what?
with my foot. I'd probably just stomp on its
Oh
skull.
my god, are you like Trump right now? I don't know about you, but I'd run in there with no weapons
Yeah.
to save all the children from gunfire. Art's gonna fucking fuck up a badger with his fucking toenails.
I would. Dude, first of all, my toenails would go through a badger. Not
Oh,
a problem.
shit.
Not a problem.
Are they thick as fuck? Are you gonna
They're the
prep them
thickest-
before? Are you
they're the
gonna
thickest
file them
there-
into like points?
Dude, they're the thickest you could ever have.
Really?
The thickest you could ever have.
Ever have? Is that what is that, like an inch?
How thick
Quarter
is a
inch?
See,
toenail?
that's you guys think so small. Obviously, you can't handle my nails.
Oh fuck, dude! I don't see them poking out of your shoes. Are they more than an
These
inch?
are good ass shoes. That's why.
Dude, literally the top of your shoes is fabric. If you had
That's
like
the best.
some
That's the air
cranky ass
conditioning.
toenails, they'd be out.
You don't like my shoes?
I love your shoes. I'm just trying to. I'm looking at your shoes as I would look at a dick and pants. I'm trying to see the toenails.
No, I hear you. Do you see them? Is there
I
enough toenail
don't.
for you,
I
dog?
do
Look at a
not.
dick in
there's
pants.
there's not enough toenail in there for me to see.
What?
I'm calling your bluff. Shenanigans.
You totally are, and I don't know how to win that.
I don't know why you want the world to think that you have the thickest toenails known to man.
So they watch out, man. They
Just
gotta
so-
watch
just
out.
The tough.
I'm
Yeah,
letting
watch out for
everyone
your
know.
flying feet.
Like a bout.
Or you totally lean back looking all tough for not even 30
When
seconds.
you hear the podcast, you'll know why. I'm over here. You guys can't hear me right now, but I'm over here soundboarding the shit out of this.
Yeah, he is. He's doing God's work over there
Speaking of
as
which,
the resident Christian.
well, welcome to Mature Adult Time.
Yeah, welcome.
How you doing? I'm Art Hernandez.
I'm Serafina Costanza.
Eric Kaz. Mel C is out making that money.
Yeah, he's making that money.
Dude, nothing wrong with making that monty.
Nothing at all.
Oh.
Hey, before this, she served me 2 shots of tequila because, bitches, I'm back.
She's back. Our friend's out of jail. She's been jailbroken.
Jailbroken for sure. I've 25 days no drinking. 2 shots of
Congratulations.
tequila.
That's pretty good.
Yes. I forgot how great tequila is. Just instantly my body was like, yes.
Well,
and we're back.
I was listening to the Ralph Report, and there's these things called agavins, and turns out they're like really good for you. All right, they fight diabetes too, and all this shit. But scientists couldn't really get into a good form. They tried to do it in like sweeteners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't get it in there. Turns out the best way to get agavins in its purest form, tequila.
Fuck yeah, I've been
That's-
doing it right.
That's why I've been feeling so good. It's been, what, almost a month, I think? So
I
since
forgot. You switched from Jaeger to tequila.
Yeah.
Today I saw her pour you tequila, and I was like, oh, that's not for him. And then I thought she took it, but it was for you.
Yeah, I've switched it up.
It was totally for this dude, man.
I feel great. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And now I know why. I'm getting those agaves.
It's, yeah, the clear,
My
clear liquor and shit, you know?
nigga.
I love tequila, and I'm happy to be back inside of it.
Tequila's
or
like-
having it back inside of me. It
Tequila
feels
is a bomb
correct.
ass drink, dude.
It is. You know, there used to be like all these. I remember a joke being like tequila comes in at the end of the night and it really like fucks you up. But if you just start with tequila,
I remember that joke. That was Jim Brewer.
was it? Yeah.
Dude, he used to have
It's
a whole
funny.
joke like how you're like your stomach's a party.
Yeah.
And you're like
Yeah,
your
yeah,
mouth's
yeah,
up,
exactly.
your mouth's like a bouncer, and it's like letting fools in. It's like, yeah, okay, you beers could come in, but behave in there, you know. And then like the other ones
Exactly.
come, and then like later, like I think there was an act out, and like the tequila comes, he's like, come on, man,
Yeah.
it's just gonna be me, and then he like sneaks in a bunch of his
Sneaks it
friends.
all in.
Yeah.
Like you can't just do one tequila, like a bunch of yeah.
Fuck yeah, because
Jim
it's
Brewer.
like tequila and Mexicans. They come in waves.
Yeah.
And does that make sense? Tequila doesn't
it
come in
depends
waves.
where
It
you're
comes
at.
in bottles.
I mean, if you've ever been in a sea of Mexicans, then I'm sure they would come in waves.
They would.
Hell yeah.
Just, yeah, seas have waves.
They do. There's another thing, like you could be like sexually attracted to the waves, and you can also come in a wave. Like if it just
Oh.
splashes on you the right way.
There's people
Oh.
that are sexually attracted to waves, I guess, probably.
Dude, there's people sexually attractive to everything. Buildings, have you heard of that?
Yeah, people.
Like
fuck
people are
buildings.
in love with buildings and like marry objects.
That's so gross. I can't-
What objects are people marrying? And who's marrying them?
Chandeliers.
Someone married a chandelier.
Yeah, I will find the article and share
If
it
I
with
meet
you.
someone who runs a
I
chandelier.
listen to Dumb People Town a lot. It's like one of my favorite podcasts. And have you heard of it?
I have not actually.
They read. It's the Sklar brothers and Daniel Van Kurt. But they read like news stories, most from like Florida and shit like that, like dumb news stories, and they just like go through and
Yeah.
kind of talk about it, and it's super funny. But one of the stories was this woman married like an old ass chandelier, like super old, sleeping with
legally?
it and shit, and then has other like chandelier lovers and shit, and lamps and shit within her house that she just like loves.
I want to
Does
make
she
sure.
cuddle with?
I want to make sure I'm correct. A chandelier is a bunch of candles that hang, like a lighting ornament for a room, right?
Yeah,
How are you?
not necessarily candles
That's
because
like
we
the
have
first tentacle
electricity
porn.
now. Huh?
First tentacle porn being into chandeliers.
Oh shit!
They got all those.
You know, hanging from the. I wonder if that Sia song really gets her going before she snuggles with her
She probably
chandelier.
Sia probably inspired her. It's like I can't see her face.
But
I'll
buildings
fucking
too, like
chandelier.
people like take their underwear off and like go sit on a building or put their like ass and shit against.
I told you that in privacy.
The Empire State Building and shit. Like they're in love with it.
That's crazy.
It
You're in love
is.
with buildings, huh?
You know
I
what
would-
it makes me think
I've
though?
seen nice buildings, but I never wanted to fuck a building.
You never wanted to? Maybe inside of the building.
I think buildings are more beautiful than hot.
we need more things to do. You know, like the fact that people are not busy enough that they fall in love with buildings and chandeliers. Like there's work to do in this world. Like let's get busy. Like what are you doing?
Can't be loving on
Go to work.
chandeliers.
Let's think about let's think about how we can make education available to all people. You know what I mean? Or no, let's.
Yeah.
I have nothing going
Hey,
on.
to
Let
the
me-
people that want it, for sure.
and also not shaming anyone who is legit in love with a building or a chandelier. Like,
I am.
You know,
I am.
it's
You can catch
fine.
me
but
outside. How about
it's-
that?
You know, catch me outside.
You having fun over there with
No.
your new soundboard?
No, it sucks.
Which-
I've just been doing them really quietly in between because it's only fun if you guys hear them.
yeah, we can't hear him.
Yeah.
We're a little equipment light tonight.
Yeah, that's all right though. This is more freeing. You know, we got the good window. It's a nice daytime.
Yeah, good window and shit.
Chandeliers.
Everyone's battery is up to par.
Yeah,
Yep.
No ghost in the mic.
not yet. Don't mention them though. That's when they
Shit.
come. Ghosts love to come when you mention them.
You should know. You
I know,
you
I'm a-
were in the dating pool and
That's
ghost
right.
for a
I
while,
was
right?
ectosexual for a long time.
For a long time.
Mhm.
An ectosexual?
Yeah.
Yep. That's someone who wants to fuck ghosts.
Yeah, he was on
You
the
haven't been there,
dating
dog?
circuit. What was that?
have not.
What was the dating app that you were on for the
Ouija
for the-
board.
Yeah. yeah.
Just looking for a good slutty incubus.
Mm-hmm.
Hook it up.
Well, speaking of, there also is people who are in love with ghosts and married ghosts.
Yeah, I was almost
who's
one.
marrying these people?
I wouldn't
Well, I
marry
mean,
him though.
it's like these people. It's
It's till
this
death do you
person
part.
to this other thing.
Are even dead people allowed to marry?
Exactly. What if he's already married?
It's the coolest thing about dying is you become unmarried again. You're like, all right, everyone's ghost becomes young, right? Like you're not the old
Do you?
ghost.
You become. I don't know what.
These are things you have to know. Like it always in The Simpsons, I think I first became curious of it because Bart Simpson asked, like, "What if I lose my leg in this life? Will it be waiting for me in heaven?" And I start to think, holy shit! Like, if you become super old in this life, do you become super old in the afterlife?
I think so.
Probably, yeah.
If
I mean, when Jesus was. Sorry to interrupt you. Go
No,
ahead.
go for it.
When Jesus came back, you can put like he definitely was like a ghost,
Allegedly.
or maybe he
No.
was a zombie. Yeah, allegedly for sure. But you can put your finger through the holes in his hand. Right?
I heard a really cool theory that it was actually they had a double of Jesus and the double was murdered up on the cross, and then 3 days later the original was seen.
He just too.
So Judas
Tupac'd him.
did betray someone, but it
Shit.
wasn't Jesus. Jesus was his boy, dude. He got out.
Damn.
Yeah,
Shit,
man.
that should be next on USA, like the murder of
The
Jesus.
true
like,
story of Jesus,
Yeah.
dude. He died in
Fuck.
Japan, a samurai warrior. Like
Shit.
I don't know. If Rescue Me taught me anything, it's that when you die, your ghost looks like when you died.
Oh man.
Yeah, you are your last. That's what I would imagine.
So I should have died 10 years ago when I was handsome and buff and taller. Used to be a foot taller, you guys.
Damn.
That's incredible. What happened?
Yeah, I used to be 6'8".
What happened to Tall Art?
You know, I tried doing a headstand.
6'8". You mean a foot and a half taller?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I tried to do a headstand, went wrong.
Oh shit! They had to lop off part of your
I
fucking knee or
corkscrewed a
what?
foot into the ground. This is all that they got left. Did you guys?
I was wondering why your ankles are so thick.
Yeah, let's just push down spine. I got spine to my knees, girl. I don't even know what
Did
that
it all go to
means.
your toenails? Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's how they got
That's how
thick.
you got the toenails.
It's kind of my Wolverine process, my Weapon X program. No, but like I seriously have super strong toenails. Like I can push them into wood and concrete and drywall.
You can push them into concrete.
Mm-hmm. The concrete more crumbles, but if it's hot asphalt, then I'm pushing it right in.
Hot asphalt.
Hot asphalt.
Hot asphalt.
How hot is this asphalt?
Oh man. Well, I was starting to tell you before we started this. At work, like when I started my new job a while ago, you know, like when you start a new job, like you're getting trained, and everyone tells you about like the one guy at work that's kind of an asshole.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's like the one douche.
And if you guys haven't heard about that,
Then
it's
you're-
because it's you.
Exactly. If that's never happened. But yeah, so it's like this guy, and I ultimately kind of feel bad for him because I feel like, you know, everyone's the way they are for a reason, and he's not a happy person, and for him to
Inbreeding.
act that way, you know, it's just like, well, hope you feel better, bro. But he was just being like kind of a dick, and so I was sarcastic to him, and he kind of like was like, I don't need this shit from you. And then I was like, oh dude, are you okay? You know, and just like continued, and I was like, and I patted him, and he was patting me back, and we just was like, no, I'm fine, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm just joking, just calm down, man. And and he's like, I'm out there like blah, blah. It's like, yeah, but you don't need to be, you know what I mean? You're being weird.
Why is he
Yeah.
tripping, dude?
And so ever since that, like at the end of the night, he kind of was like being way more personal and like nicer. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's just like, I try to be like, just be who I am through the bullshit. And then the moment I'm like, you know what? Let me just call you out on your shit and fuck you. And then now he's just like, And you know, and sometimes you have to do that shit, but it's like, fucking fuck you.
I
you
love
know?
it.
Oh, yeah,
I wait though.
I do
It's
it all the
just,
time.
it's such like
I
a
save them
fucking.
up. I make a list and then I drop it on them. Oh yeah? What about Tuesday and Thursday? No, just bullet point their flaws.
No, it's not even about that. It's just, it's like, it's just very frustrating. We have to be in the same space for a while. Like, why not be happy and like, let's all, like, we're all on the same team. Why do you, and when you think about it, it's like they're so not happy in their own shit that they have to be right, and they have to be like, have this fake authority over people, which is not needed. And it's just sad.
Oh, I mean, I've worked with a lot of sales guys, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
and particularly like sales guys in the finance industry, and these guys, like, just a bunch of fucking assholes most of the time. Very pushy, very full of themselves. They do have like this desire, you know, I've seen with a lot of people, they have like this desire to be in control and to have some sort of authority. So that's always been fun.
Yeah, it's very much a big ego thing, and it gives ego like a bad name. Like, you should have a healthy ego, but when it's like over much, and it's for reasons because you are actually lacking, you know, it's just
Yeah.
like, dude, fucking get over yourself. And to have power, the best kind of power is quiet power. Just like, no, like when I was in charge and managers and like the fucking of all these restaurants and shit, I never wanted a business card.
Yeah.
I don't need you to contact me, you know what I mean? Like, it'll be fine. And I don't need that. I don't need a business card.
I'm
I
pure
don't need
ego.
I don't need to see my name and then manager or director of operations. You know what I mean? I don't need to see that shit because
but-
it is.
Yeah, I do my job. I want to do my job and go home. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be here too long. You know, I don't want to think about it too much after that. I don't need to have a you know, my own office or a fucking name card or whatever. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Dewey Cox, and I just have to think about my whole life before I do anything.
I don't think I saw the movie that you were referencing.
Just know that before I do anything, I think of my whole life,
everything.
and it was a beautiful ride.
I mean, I do, but that's what I'm saying is like, I don't worry about. I know in the moment I'm gonna do, and I hope to do the best that I am. You know, like I want to do a good job. I always try to be the best me, and sometimes I'm not. but then I'm sad, and then I don't beat myself up about it, and I try to like move forward. You know what I mean? I'm trying, and it took a lot. Like I'm about to be 36. It took a lot to get to this kind of point.
Damn, I can't even count that high.
Shut up,
I'm so
bitch. We know you're 42.
old.
We already know that. We
It's
established
just 'cause I
that a couple
smoked enough weed
podcasts
to get
ago.
that official title. I'll forever be 42.
But it's like, why? It's like I figured out, like you know, I don't know. The 2 shots of tequila is making me ramble a little bit.
That's
I
all
think.
right. We got you, baby bird.
Yep.
It's all good, man. I'll give you security clearance.
Shit,
I saw today.
that's exciting.
I saw today that the White House calligrapher, like has a higher security clearance than Jared Kushner.
That's
now.
a position?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I love a good calligrapher.
Yeah,
I
me
like
too.
some calligraphy. I was just looking at some at the Getty. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
It is. It's like I'm jealous of it because I write all the time, but I write in lowercase or capitals. I don't do cursive. I used to be forced to. Now,
It's a thing of the past now. I hear.
Yeah.
well, you're still required to do it at your signature though, which is so weird.
Hey, you know what?
Just make one big loop like I do.
Maybe it is coming back.
I mean,
It's not required for your signature. It could be anything you want.
Yeah.
But maybe it will
Mine's a
be.
dick.
Damn, son, pulling out a dick size of weed right there.
Smart shopper.
But it might be coming back because on Facebook they have that new thing where you can. It's like the neon and it's in cursive. So now computers can do cursive. It'll be back. It might come back.
Computers have always been able to do cursive. Just
I know, but it's
some
not been
nerd has to sit
popular.
there and make fonts, which happens, and I love and respect all those people that do it because I use fonts all the time, and I do not want to create them.
Yeah.
Although really, it's not even that much. It's like 52 letters, dude. Come on.
52 letters. 52
Well, yeah, you
characters.
have to do a
Well, you have upper and
lowercase,
lower, so-
and then you need to do symbols, but
and numbers and shit.
and numbers too.
Yeah.
Man, that's okay. It's complicated, all right.
It just got a little.
But you know, it's not as
complicated.
complicated as Mandarin Chinese. Imagine all their fonts. I always imagine Asian computers. You guys ever think of that? Like what their
No.
keyboard would look like? It wouldn't be in English.
That's true. I
Yeah,
never
they're
thought of
crazy.
it.
They're nuts. I saw them when I was in China. Like I'd see people like using it on their phone and stuff like that. And yeah, they're crazy. They're super in depth and like
They'd have to.
hitting one character. Like it's basically like menus of characters. And yeah, it looked pretty intense.
That's nuts.
I know. Sometimes I just sit there late at night thinking, I'm glad I don't have a Chinese keyboard.
The little things.
I mean,
to be
my
grateful
keyboard is
for.
Chinese probably, but it's not. It's in English. Translated. Where do they make those? That's my computer. Where do you think that was made?
Apple? That's that
China.
place in China where the people jump off the roof.
Oh yeah, so that's a Chinese keyboard.
Yeah. They had to put nets and shit up there.
There was my friend.
Really? Jesus.
Yeah.
You know Jesus? No.
Jesus Cristo.
My friend Nate used to watch this YouTube channel of. It was about I don't remember the name of it, but it's a really good one. It's about it's a Canadian engineer who like just looks at shit and just like breaks it down, takes it apart, like tools and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to see the value of buying like a quality tool versus like a cheap tool.
Mm-hmm.
And he would always call the cheap tools from China. He'd say, this one's obviously made of Chinesium. Like it was such a funny name, man. I want to give that guy props for it though, but Chinesium. It's like when it's
That
just
guy
like
on that really good podcast that you don't remember the name
it's
of.
not a podcast, it's a YouTube show.
Sorry, YouTube.
It's about trust me. I just said a Canadian engineer that breaks down tools. I'm pretty sure I nailed it.
You nailed it.
I nailed
Got
it.
it? You got
He's-
it?
He's searchable, dude. Just from that
Let's
alone.
search him.
Go ahead, try it.
I'm gonna
Put
look
it-
them up.
Go ahead and
search
put that
right
in
now.
there. Put it in the computer,
Let's
and then see
fact
if you
check
can find
right now.
What was it? Canadian guy?
a Canadian engineer
Canadian engineer
who takes apart tool or who like rates tools or
fact checks tools.
Takes apart tools.
maybe judges tools, rates tools. But that guy's badass.
All right, well, you guys can keep talking while I check this out.
Well, I'm just
I'm
waiting to be
captivated.
right, dude. I'm so excited for it.
See, it's again that need
Love
to be
it.
that need to be right. Is
I don't.
popping
This is
up.
my mantra this year. I don't need to be right, but when I know I'm going to be right, I get a little
but
excited.
No one is saying you're wrong.
Oh yeah, I know. It's just the voices in my head. Remember, I'm my number
I
one
was like, wait,
competition.
who said that you're wrong?
Just everyone in here.
Is it this
Is
guy?
that him?
Yep. See?
Is that a?
Hey,
That
look
looked
at-
like a dildo.
What's it called? Give him a shout out.
AVE is the name of his channel.
AVE. That's a dope channel. Everyone should check it out. You can see what's up. You get to learn how things you use every day are used and made.
Or made.
And like everything, he goes into tools. He goes, yeah, you see right here, the bore's not that good, so it's not going to get as much air pressure as this. They're selling it for this much. I don't know. It's just cool.
Wow, he's a.
I'm a big fan.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Shout
I
out
like
to
that.
AVA. AVA.
Shout out.
What's it called?
AVE.
AVE. Shout out to AVE.
Yep.
All right. So
Noise.
what else has been going on, dude? A lot of craziness and
Yep.
funness.
I'm excited to see what's gonna happen within this administration with all this shit coming out. Like, it's the times we're in. It's crazy.
Oh,
It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I was just talking with Art about this earlier before you got here, and so the White House is saying that they're preparing for the exit of the National Security Advisor, H.R. McMaster.
Cool last name.
It is H.R.
I use
it's
the
just a cool
catalog.
name, H.R. McMaster.
The
Like, that's
McMaster
fucking
catalog.
It
dope.
sounds like either a supervillain or a superhero.
His parents set him up for success just with the name alone. All right, HR, you get out there.
But the guy that they're trying to, or they're saying is a leading candidate for Donald Trump's third national security advisor. It's been like a year, and he's gone through 3 of these fucking guys already.
Oh, but this guy sounds super
Is-
qualified.
Yeah, is an auto industry executive. His name's Stephen Began. He was born 1963, graduated from the University of Michigan, where he studied political science and Russian language. He is a member of the boards of the U.S. Russia Foundation for Economic Development, the Rule of Law, the Moscow School of Politics, Freedom House, the U.S. Russia Business Council, the U.S. ASEAN Business Council, and Ford Sellers, Ford Motor Company's joint venture operating in the Russian Foundation. This guy's just got a bunch of, like, it's just crazy how many ties to Russia.
He
like,
loves Russia. So do I. Russian women are beautiful. I
Russian
can't
women are
blame them.
beautiful.
They're bigly beautiful. They're the best people.
So, okay.
They have great nuclear weapons that can unstoppable by any country.
All right. So what is he's the new who?
Well, he hasn't been hired yet.
Security,
But he's-
national security.
Yeah, the head of the National Security
Wow.
Advisor,
Wow.
Wow.
or the National Security Advisor, rather.
Still, that's an
Good
intense
Lord.
thing. I mean, just someone so qualified. I don't know why he's not over there being more qualified for other countries. But what do I know?
Oh man, that's insane. I mean, everything that's happening is just so insane.
Politics is weird. It's all scary, you know. Everyone's doing what.
I
and
really
saying
wish
this.
that we can just take money out of politics. You know?
Nope. I heard this.
Do you think we'll ever?
Yeah.
Do you
not
support
us.
that?
What?
Do you think that's a good idea, getting money out of politics?
I just don't know how you could.
Other
it's
countries do it.
the systems rely like built on it already. Like even if, what do you mean like no more lobbyists? Because they'll just do it underground secretly somehow. Like no more donating money to people.
Yeah, you can't like donate money and
Then that would mean
it's like
only
equal
rich
time,
people would be
like
allowed to
equal
go.
time and shit.
Yeah, but if you can't donate money, then only rich people would be able to run.
No, that's what only rich people are able to run now, essentially.
That's true, but at least you can pretend that if you're poor enough, people can give you money to run.
But that's just pretending.
Well, it's also crazy how
happened, right?
long our election cycle is. Like
It already started. He's already registered and running, hiring campaign managers.
Yeah, like he's running now.
yeah.
and doing fundraisers now. But I mean, that one's like not very common. But even like,
I think it should
a
be
lot of them
one
go, like, 2
generation.
years.
It should be one generation. Like you get it till you die, like a judge.
No,
I'm
I
gonna
think
start
that
right
we
now.
like we need to just revamp everything, and money should be stripped out of politics, and it's possible other countries do it.
But other countries aren't as big as us. We're so big. It's crazy.
Oh my God, you're sounding like we're too big to fail, but that doesn't.
We're so big. We
but it
refer to
doesn't
countries
mean-
as Europe.
it
That's like
doesn't-
18 countries.
it
So we just go
doesn't
Europe,
mean-
and they're barely catching up.
It doesn't mean but it doesn't mean that we can't improve. Like that's not an excuse
Oh
not
yeah, I
to
want us to be better
improve.
for sure.
Yeah.
And to give a fair chance and a fair voice. Like two-party system, our parties now are not the parties that they were even like.
Oh, that's mine. That's all right. Don't worry about that.
Oh shit, we're being forced out by that baby.
Played off. That computer is playing us off.
no,
right now.
you're fine.
Ghost in the shell.
Don't worry. Like only we heard that, and maybe a little bit in here, but I doubt it.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
I forgot to mute it.
I
Because I'm an
forgot what I was saying.
experienced engineer, sound engineer right there, just no mistakes. Flawless every time.
Every time.
Every time. Yeah.
I'm in awe.
It's
I don't know how he does it.
I do it
He's a
perfectly so
genius.
much. It's like I'm a fucking photograph. It's just constantly the same no matter what. Like one of those paintings that eyes follow you around the room.
Yeah,
That's me.
that makes sense. Yeah, I am totally on board and agree. Creepily
Well, I'm just good at
showing
it.
your eyeballs.
It took me like a long time to learn how to like sit still. And if you guys notice, I'm still not that good at it.
No, I can't sit still. Like I have to walk around. I can't do it.
It's a difficult thing to like.
Have you guys noticed I haven't moved this entire time?
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're like a
Creepy.
statue.
Yeah.
And even when that bird came and landed on your head,
Yeah, I didn't
didn't
even
move.
flinch. Well, I don't. I tend not to flinch either.
you
Art's
did
try
say
to
thank
Art,
you after it pooped on her.
Art Art tries to punch me in the face all the time, and I never flinch. Because I have stone cold.
Just
Steve
setting you
Austin.
up for when I really need to. I want all guards down.
That'd
I'm
probably
just
be
crying wolf a bunch of times.
until like
Yeah,
so
just
you could
kidding.
just
Yeah,
nail
just
me
kidding.
really square on the face.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks. Art
Right.
wants to hit me
I
and
don't wanna
in
hit
particular
anyone.
women in the face
I didn't want to
because
hit
I
women.
represent all women.
Yeah.
Sarah
Well,
Phoenix
if you do,
Sansa.
if you do, that's sad.
I'm
No,
every woman. It's all in me. Why am I not a good person?
No, I don't punch women. I just like shake them really hard, like bear hug them like this.
So you're saying then I'm not a good enough person for you to punch in the face?
No, you. Why would you want to be that person? No one
I-
wants to be punched in the face.
You don't. Then
You have to
don't
be
know
like
me.
you have to be like Evil Todd if you want to be punched in the face. Like that's
Evil Todd.
yeah.
Who's that?
Fish boy.
Oh,
Finley,
Mm-hmm.
E.T. Yeah.
does he want to be punched in the face?
E.T. Finley, probably.
I think. I mean, at this
He
point,
lives a lifestyle
if
of
he-
wanting to.
if he ever gets punched in the face,
He gets punched
at
in the
this
face
point,
like every week.
at this point, he wants it.
He has like a-
knows what to do to not get punched in the face,
He's like
right? You would
permanently
think-
now like an evil villain scar on his like left eye. It just looks like a like a bad guy.
he
Like
does.
it's so funny. He's like, what happened? Just like that's an evil villain scar, right? Like
For
that-
sure.
He
Like
does.
someone tried to cut
Well,
your
I mean-
eyeball out.
He's so funny when you catch him early enough in the day, especially with people that don't know him, and we're like, oh, this is this guy,
Yeah.
and then they're like, oh, he doesn't seem that bad, and even he says, just wait.
Just
Yeah.
wait.
Now I'm fine, but just wait.
I feel like that's him giving them their warning. Like you just tempted me.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna
He's
have
like,
to
sorry, but I don't know. Like he gets punched in the face for not different things, so it's pretty much for the same
do it.
reasons,
It's his fetish.
right?
I've read his diary. He jerks off to it later.
He just loves it.
That's why I don't hit him. I just ignore him now.
You're like, I'm not gonna serve your fucking.
He's just going, oh yeah, that one's for the bank.
Yeah, you're
And then
not.
he pushes
You're
on
not
the
making
bruise later,
deposited.
right before he comes. He just
Oh,
pushes
yeah?
on the bruise.
You're not depositing in that bank no more.
Like,
You're
oh,
refusing.
I'm pulling my money out. Yeah, I
Get that
refuse.
money out.
Oh man,
I think. How long have we been podcasting?
not that long. Probably like 40 minutes, 33 minutes, 19 seconds.
Yeah.
If you look down at your time code, I was probably right. That's how good I am. And I'm not. My
Shit.
back's towards the computer, is it not?
Once again,
Yes.
Art proves that he is the best
I'm the best at everything, dude. I'm only
He's the
competing against
best.
myself.
around.
Now let me pray for you, losers. Dear Lord,
So
keep these losers down. No.
my brother and I
Amen
were
to
talking
a
this
God.
morning before I took him to the airport. Do you guys believe in like the chupacabra and shit like that
The goat sucker? Of course I
Mhm.
do. I've seen 3 of them.
in real life?
Yeah, man. They always disguise themselves as city women.
I wonder,
I go, I know it's you, chupacabra. That ain't filling no one.
city women.
City.
I don't know. Do you believe that it's a possibility that there is
Dude,
one?
after seeing Planet Earth, I believe there's an animal that could do anything. Like,
Oh yeah.
that shit freaks me the fuck out.
Like you
dude.
can't say for certain that it's not,
No, I
right?
can't.
What
No,
about
I
like
can't at all.
Loch Ness monster?
Yeah, there's probably one. I've seen a whale. Fucking, that's a monster
But
to
those
me.
but those are like in a lake.
Those are classified monsters.
They're in a lake, and one would
crocodiles.
think that you can
a Nile crocodile.
know what's in that lake.
What about an anaconda? That's like
Don't want
that's
none
a-
unless you got buns, hun.
that's a freshwater Loch Ness monster, totally easily. I can imagine some crazy rich Scottish dude fucking went off to some crazy country, came back and threw a snake into the fucking river because he had to get rid of it because it got too big,
Yeah.
and that thing just fucking thrived because no fish has ever like seen something like that. So it's the alpha predator
Yeah.
and just started grubbing and,
And it's
growing.
and
That's
it's
the
yeah.
official backstory of the anaconda.
Yeah.
Don't
No,
want
that's
none unless you got buns, hun.
That's the Loch Ness monster.
Oh.
100%.
Well,
eating everything.
Peter Fina said anaconda this morning too. I was like, what about that shit?
He thinks Loch Ness is an anaconda.
No, like
Smart dude.
anacondas are like, I don't know.
A real monster.
It's a
They
monster,
eat-
yeah.
They eat goats and shit, dude.
Yeah,
and they could eat a human baby, no problem. Like that's. There's so many
So
monsters on
you're
this
saying
planet.
if I wanted to get rid of a human baby,
Just feed it to an anaconda or a couple of pigs.
Oh yeah, pigs will eat it
Yeah,
too.
Snatch has taught me anything. Be wary of a pig
Snatch,
farmer.
yeah, that's a good movie. When's the last time you saw Snatch? Should we watch it again, see if it holds up?
Dude, I watch it once a year just so I can keep up on my brick top. I want to keep up on my what's it called? My pikey.
Let's hear it.
That's a big fella. Backs you a little, huh? Bet you backs a little, huh? You like dags? I don't know. That's
Are
all
you getting close to watching it? Has it been almost a year?
I forgot. If it's on, I'll watch it. I know they made a TV show, and I definitely didn't watch that. They tried to make like a snatch, snatch like the boys all
Didn't
the time.
they make like a Train Spotting, another one?
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
I didn't see it.
Didn't see
Was
that.
Ewan McGregor was in
course.
it, right?
Yeah, it
You
was
couldn't
like,
call it. The whole cast got back.
Ewan
I just-
McGregor. He's such a fine piece of ass.
He's a talented dude.
You could see his penis in several movies.
The first Train Spotting was so nuts. Remember that dude like shit all over the bed, and he's trying to sneak it out, and the mom won't let her. He's like, "No, I'll do the
Yeah.
laundry." He's
and
like,
it splashes
Yeah.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
"That's fucked up." Or they fed him a bunch of like speed, and then took him to the job interview before him, and he's all like, "Yeah, I guess my biggest problem is I'm really much of a perfectionist. You know, like I can't just do everything right." He's just all like nuts and shit. He's just sweating his ass off. I don't know. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a
It
sad
is.
good movie. Like
I want to watch the second one now. We
I
should
do want to
it.
watch the second one. I don't get around watching movies a lot. I'm always on the roll, always on the go, always on the roll.
Yeah, me too. Peter Fina just landed.
I live a life like
In
melted
Oakland.
butter. I'm on the roll or on the go.
Melted butter is on the roll or on the go? Is that what that does?
Yeah. Melted butter is never just chilling. That's what regular butter does. Melted butter's on the run. Being delicious. I don't know. I'm just trying to make a metaphor from a delicious life.
Oh my god.
Or I'm hungry. I might be hungry.
Yeah, that's probably it. I can eat.
Food should be in order. We should grab some food. And we should wrap up this podcast. I mean, I think we did some great damage to these people that have been listening to us.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel enlightened? Think
Yeah.
about your
You can thank us later.
And don't forget, if you're in LA, come on out Sunday, the Cinema Bar, for Mature Adult Time Live with the Cosmic Cowboy,
Mm-hmm.
and keep a lookout for more info on. It's April Fools.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's April Fools.
I'm Art Hernandez saying I'll be farting in your buttholes later.
Oh gosh. Yes, this is Serafina Costanza saying I will definitely be drunk for a month.
This is Eric Kaz, and I don't have anything left to say.
Ciao.
Bye.